Hi everyone, it's Adam from Fish Tanks, and in today's video we're doing part 2 of the Finest Aquatics shop tour. Today we're going to be touring the freshwater section, so come along with me and let's do this.
Greetings.
You're right, Jeremy?
How are you? You alright, everyone?
All good?
Pleased to see you, yeah, I'm well.
You're going to take us on a little tour around the shop today?
Yeah.
I'll ask you a couple of questions here and there.
Yeah, absolutely. So just for the record, I've kept fish for a long time, but I've only been at Finest for 2 weeks, so we'll discover some stuff as we walk around together.
Amazing.
But, so this is the upstairs part of Finest Aquatics. Huge website online, Finest Filters, Finest Aquatics, marine section downstairs that you've looked at with Mike. But today we're going to look at the tropicals, which are upstairs. Yeah. So all the fresh water is up here, the pond, tropical, cold water, temperate, aquascaping as well. We've got planted tanks, all the kind of planting accessories that you'd want, CO2, soil, liquid fertilizers, pleco caves, leaves, botanicals, all that sort of thing. And Finest Aquatics do their own range of filters, air pumps, and they're mega cheap, like really, really low prices on filters, external filters, internal filters, air pumps. And that's kind of the backbone of the business. There's a huge warehouse bolted onto this shop, and that does a huge number of orders. So I'll take you down here. We've got lots of display tanks. This department's only probably been in existence 2-3 years out of the 5 years that Finest has been open. We used to be downstairs only. Heaters, all your kind of stuff that you want. Finest is really big on filter spares as well. Lots of things from, you know, dual spares, fluval spares, etc. Bulk foams, bulk floss, bulk carbon, bulk K1, you name it, we've got it. Tubing, accessories, and then more tanks. Lots of dry displays. We've got Aquarel, we've got Ciano, we've got Dual, we've got, you name it, got our own versions. Hugo Kamishi, Aqua One. A few displays. This one, not sure who put this one together, but this one, I don't know if you all agree, but these albino Congos are about the nicest albino fish I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Because they've kept the mother of pearl on them as well. So I'm not into albino fish at all, but as albinos go, those Congos are pretty nice.
Yeah,
they're looking happy in that planted tank.
Loving the crypt jungle.
Yeah, it's low tech. I'm not sure there's CO2 on it. It doesn't look like it. So it's just a Nubius Java Fern crypts, moderate lighting, moderate flow, liquid fertilizer, soil substrate, and it just ticks over, doing really well, and the fish love it as well.
Great.
Yeah. Discus, we've had some discus come in. Pigeon blood types, and 2 of the ones we sold have just spawned for the customer as well, so that's a good sign.
Incredible.
More dry goods, plants, ornaments.
Ooh. Hold on a moment. This is a really nice setup.
Oh, okay, cool. So this is pea pufferfish. These are the world's smallest pufferfish. They also happen to be exclusively freshwater. Tiny, tiny little puffers, really cute. Everyone loves them. Bit of a feeding challenge because it's not like you can feed them on dry foods or flake or anything like that. Mm-hmm. You're talking live foods, really. Maybe
snails, worms,
yeah,
tubifex.
Exactly, yeah. Small stuff. And as long as you cater for them and them only, like these are in their own tank, because the other thing, you wouldn't have them with, say, cichlids, because they're just going to steal their food all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the guys have put this one together. It's quite a tall kind of oddball tank, really, and they just put some pea puffers in it.
I'm not usually a fan of the tall tanks either, but I think they're the correct type of fish that you could put in a setup like that for sure.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have guessed puffers, but they just look really happy in there. So yeah, and again, you know, they're not being out competed by anything. So yeah, wacky fake corals if you're into that sort of thing, but most of our clientele, as you can see downstairs, like the live corals.
Yeah,
plastic plants, ornaments, gravel, sand, you name it, custom tanks. Background, nano tanks, pico tanks, so loads of stuff.
Great.
Loads of stuff, and loads more in the warehouse that you can't see. This is, compared with our total stock, this is like 5%. All the rest is in a massive warehouse out the back, and it gets sent out every day.
All right, let's check out the plants and the fish then.
Should we get to the exciting bit?
Yeah. Oh wait, another display.
Right, this one's brand new, so don't quote me on what's going on with this. This is Elliot's tank. What are you going to put in it, Elliot?
So Josh has already put in a little envelope.
One moment.
One
I'll
endlet.
Just one little male endler.
I'll pass you the mic.
Thank you. So Josh has put in one little male endler
Right.
just to try it out, and I thought actually it looks quite good. So I think we're going to do like a little endler colony.
Okay. I thought you were going to say you were just going to put one endler in it.
And that's it.
No.
And I think we're going to try some Caradinia shrimps as well. We've just got some really nice ones coming.
Yeah, we've got some cool high-end shrimp
Yeah.
that I can show you. So off a breeder as well. So yeah, they'll be good.
I think that's what we're going to try.
We've got copies of PFK. We've got all sorts of live food, frozen food, and Elliot's into his live food as well. And we're big into feeding fish the right diet. So there's loads of dry foods. Plants, lots of different types of plant. We've got bunch plants, we've got potted plants, we've got tissue cultured plants, and all of that is complemented by all the CO2, the substrate, the liquid fertilizers, etc. We've got bulbs, we've got moss balls, we've got mats, we've got coconut shells. And as soon as I started, I've only been here 2 weeks, I was like, we've got to hold lots of plants at all times because they're great for everything. They help with cycling the tank, you know, strong, healthy plant growth, helps to retard algae. And your tank looks great, and we get a lot of aquascapers as well, so plenty of choice at all times.
It's exciting me, the selection.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's our sand pit for scaping. All the kind of rocks that the scapers like, dragonstone, Roko stone. We've got spider wood, all sorts of aquascaping stuff really, and the tools as well. Tissue culture for those who want algae-free, pest-free. You pay more, but you get a very clean, pure baby plant in there.
I believe Tropica's going to the clip soon, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Pots,
Instead of the pots, yeah. So that'll be interesting to see. We've got the Nitroco goop, which I've never used before. I've spent a lifetime using bacteria, but the guys here really rate it.
I've used this one before, actually. It's definitely like putting rocket fuel into your cycle. Like
Did it literally instantly cycle?
Instant cycle, probably a day, and then straight away, like, wow. Yeah. You don't want to leave it too long. You want to make sure there is livestock.
Fish.
Yeah.
So let's look at the fish. Pond fish, first of all, but these are in aquariums. It's not a bad thing to have pond fish in aquariums because it's better to health check them. So we've got koi. We did have a large pond section outside. We may revisit that next year. We've got big fancy goldfish looking nice and healthy. Actually, this is my kind of guilty pleasure, fancy goldfish, because I'm into like cichlids, oddballs, wild stuff. I still like fancy goldfish. I grew up with them, so we got axolotls for the Minecraft kids who...
after the movie and all that,
exactly. Obsessed.
Popularity.
Every kid who buys an axolotl plays Minecraft. So we got koi, we got comets, we got shabunkins, we got tench, all the usual stuff, plus arandas. Onto the trops. Gouramis, all your bread and butter. So we do all of your kind of popular tropical fish. Gouramis, you got pearls up there, you got blue gouramis, golden gouramis. You got tiger barbs, albino tigers, cherry barbs. I've actually collected cherry barbs in the wild in Sri Lanka, so that was cool.
Oh, great.
Rams, they're European bred rams, and you see the females in there as well for those who like to keep them in pairs.
Very nice.
Albino cories, just standard really. Cribensis, and they're starting to colour. You see the males.
One of my favourite fish.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they?
I don't like. A lot of people look over them, but they're definitely like one of the better dwarf cichlids in terms of how easy they are to breed.
Yeah.
The personality and behaviour. Of course, a lot of people get overrun with them sometimes, or maybe dominate the tank. But if you want a gateway,
I set up a biotype, a West African biotype, not so long ago, and put botanicals in all the leaves and stuff. And watching Cribensis going in and out of the leaves and just grazing like the biofilm off the leaves, it was a completely different fish. Yeah, it was so cool.
I love watching them just rescape your whole tank too. Yeah. So they're not great for an aquascape, but they're great for
little
digging.
Beauties. Little beauties. We got disparacins up there for those who've got a bigger tank. There's a gnarly jaguar cichlid who's gnashing away at everything. Platies, endlers, angels, the decibarbs, golden severums, neon blue acaras, lots of rams, loads of polar parrots for people who are into them, some jumbo cardinal tetras.
There's some really good quality rams, Dan.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? Look really healthy, excellent colour. We've had them a while, so we know they're strong.
My favourite strain of the ram variants, to be honest.
Gold.
Yeah, gold.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're the most hardy too.
Well, they seem to be. They're doing really well. Something different for people who are into kind of silver sharks, tinfoils. These are red cheek barbs. So a medium to large barb. I think they're about 8-10 inch when fully grown.
Yeah.
Just something different to your average kind of large silver fish, your dither fish. For a larger tank, I'd probably keep a group of them. Dead easy to feed, and just something different. Albino cardinals, for those who are into kind of something a bit different. Albino bristlenose, that's a breeding pair. Bronze corys, silver tips, black neons, glow lights. So we've got all the kind of bread and butter, but then as we go on, we'll see some of the oddities as well.
Some nice mother plants too.
Yeah. Yeah. Parrots, rainbow fish, Splendida australis, we've got Bolivian rams, we've got honey gouramis, Basmani rainbows.
Love Bolivians, I think they're so underrated.
So do I, so do I. Lovely fish.
Like a mini Geo, aren't they, without the meanness?
They are. Easier to keep than a standard ram, less soft water dependent, they don't need it so hot. So yeah, lovely fish. And if you leave them and grow them on, they get a bit bigger than that. They get trailing fins.
Yeah, the extensions.
Beautiful fish. Some really nice,
rainbows, really nice.
Really nice extra large dwarf gourami males in there.
Oh, look how
they're
chunky they are.
Fully grown, looking great.
Ooh. Who's this dinosaur?
Yeah, so those that are into their Central American cichlids, these have come in from customers. So we've got a Zonatus.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
Huge.
like, not a hybrid. That is a, a true Central American species. It's not a flower horn. It's not a parrot. It's what it should look like. And that one's just starting to get pretty amazing. Lots of blue and red on him. Haven't sexed him yet. Haven't really looked. I'm going to guess he's a male. And then his cousin, the black belt, Maculacorda. Different kind of morphology. You can see different colours, different body shape. That one looks a bit short-bodied to me.
Yeah.
And I think it should be a bit more elongate. But yeah, we've got loads of Central Americans coming in.
Ooh, archers. Archers are fish that are gaining in popularity, aren't they?
They are, aren't they? We feed them on mealworms as well, and anything kind of different, anything live and meaty, and they snap at it. Guppies, we've got figure 8 puffers. We've got some South American freshwater puffers in there as well.
Oh,
Celis. They're looking okay. Not for all tanks, they're quite nippy. Probably better on their own, really.
Yeah.
Africans, we're just revamping the African section. So we've got some Tropheus, we've got some Multipunctatus from Tanganyika, we've got some Frontosas, Lalupi, and then we've got a mix of Malawis, Victorians, Mabuna, Haps, Peacocks, you name it. But we're going to start, I'm quite into the scientific names and the correct names for these fish. So we're splitting them, we're naming them, we're labelling them properly, we're making sure we've got males, females or trios, and we're just going to gradually build that section up. More Tropheus, more rarities from Tanganyika.
Yeah. Right. Now,
then you've got South America, so this is obviously a soft water system. Some Geophagus, Warus, Festives.
Very nice fish.
What else have we got up there? We've got some big black ghost knife fish. We've got striped doras. We've got a kind of golden arowana. It's a silver. It's a South American arowana, but it's got like a yellow tone to it.
Yeah.
Flagtail Caracins, one of my favourites up there. Love these fish. Kind of peaceful, algae-eating, medium to large size South American. Really recommend them for big tanks. Down here we've got a few West African Debari cats. We've got some what looks like Central American former Elioti. And some Geos in there as well. Baby Cernamensis complex perhaps.
Yeah. You got some clown plecos.
Oh yeah, we got some clown plecos in there. I love clown plecos. I want a group of them.
You dig for no man's business stuff.
Yeah.
I had one that dug to the centre of the earth, gifted it to a friend, and it dug to the centre of the earth in his tank too. So yeah, be wary if you aquascape your tanks.
Interesting. We got some leopard bush fish in medium sizes. We got a redback wild type Angel. We've got an L200.
Beautiful fish, that is.
A couple of corals in there. Yeah, really nice. It's been here a while. And then some of the commoner stuff moving down. We've got tiger Oscars. We've got some
Skunk cories.
Cory meta, yeah. More. There were some Feste cichlids in there. We got some. This before my time. Some kind of flower horn types. King Kong parrots. King Kongs get the largest out of all the parrots. They'll get to a good kind of 10 inches when they're fully grown.
Huge.
A bit more elongate than a standard parrot.
The big giant Synodontis in the back as well.
Oh yeah, there's a Euctrus that came in off a customer just the other day. Quite common to be gifted common plecos and cynos and that sort of thing. Another jaguar. We got some piranha, happily taking nips out of everything. And then we've got some of their cousins. Elliot's just going to give them some fish.
Wow, I've never seen piranhas that not skittish.
Yeah. Well, these ones have just their appetite just overcomes everything. Yeah, you could feed them all day, and they've probably put on an inch in the 2 weeks I've been here. Really, really fast.
Usually so skittish.
Yeah.
That'll be a good clip for YouTube.
Different types of parrots. We've got a strawberry leprinus,
Bichir, Bircher, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, so that's a Delhesi, that one. We've got Endlicheri and Parmus as well. I'm definitely going to build up the Polypterus selection with Elliot. Dragon puffer, Salvinized cichlids. We got
these orange seam pleco.
Orange seam pleco. I don't know if you can see. I think that's like a Gibiceps type, that one.
Yeah.
We got more discaracins, we've got tinfoils. Standard live bearers for those who are into them, healthy live bearers. So you got your sailfin mollies, your platies, your swordtails, guppies.
Yeah.
And then we've got a few temperate species on the top there.
Oh, dace, yeah, they're lovely then.
So we've got the rainbow dace and rainbow shiners, and no doubt you'll see them in our display tank. We've done a bit of a hill stream display tank, loads of flow, loads of oxygen.
Stunning setup.
And they've been spawning as well.
Oh, wow.
Amicus splendens, they're a critically endangered live bearer from Central America.
Am I right in saying they're the ones that have the umbilical cord?
Possibly, yeah. The fry are massive when they're born, but quite nippy, which we found to our detriment because we put some in our hill stream tank and they nipped our breeding rainbow shiners and rainbow dace. So worth knowing.
Got some nice plecos scattered around.
Bristlenose, we've just had a load of bristlenose come in off a local breeder. We got shrimp, we got glass cats, and the plants are for sale in the tanks as well. So we've got, Java moss on wood, Java moss on coconut shells, etc. Baby angels, they were bred locally. At the top there, just a couple of rainbows. We've got some albino tinfoils, Prismani rainbows, red rainbows, golden algae eaters. Golden algae eaters are really good algae eaters. They just get a bit stroppy as they get bigger.
Yeah.
But if you've got nuisance algae, I would use a combination of bristlenose, golden algae eaters, or their wild form, Chinese algae eaters, and Siamese algae eaters. And then you've got the three all going at the different types of algae.
The holy trinity.
Yeah. We got Congo tetras, more European bred rams, assassin snails. Someone's just bred them and brought a load in. Zebradanios, possibly one of the hardiest fish in the world.
And also a fish that is now banned from being imported, I believe, or wild.
Yeah, it's to do with the licensing. I'm on the OATA board, and we look closely at this and kind of fight to get these fish kind of imported. And it's to do with, I think, health checks at the borders abroad, which are kind of slowing them down. But we haven't had any supply issues yet, touch wood.
That's good.
Yeah, more assassin snails, Denisoni barbs, eternally popular. The guys here are into Apistos, so we've got
lovely.
Apistogramma cacatoides double red, also known as cockatoo cichlids. We've got some Colombian red fins, and they're bred in Czech. So with Czech bred fish, you always get males and females, not too far travel time, so they're generally quite strong and healthy. Decibarbs, again, swordtail.
One of the best barbs, in my opinion.
You like them?
Yeah, love the Dessers. When they colour up.
When they're coloured up,
yeah.
Exactly.
When they're like this, although they're a lovely size.
Yeah. I struggle to love them when they're just like plain like that.
Yeah. And then rummy nose, the best skewing fish in the hobby.
Rummy nose, They're active. They're a hemigrammars, but they're active. So they swim up and down, and like a lot of tetras, like say a cardinal tetra, they just kind of sit there. Discus, we got some more discus on order. These have been locally bred as well.
Lovely.
Copper harlequins in there. We
Yep.
got some.
Habrosus.
Is there habrosus?
Habrosus, Corey.
Oh yeah. Do you know what? I didn't even know they were there.
They blend in.
Yeah.
You got some checkerboard cichlids.
Yes.
Lovely fish. Again,
Lovely.
bucket list, but I was going to keep them to breed them, but then I heard that they need the lowest pH.
Yeah.
Need ultimate black water setup to breed them.
Yeah.
Lovely fish though, regardless if you want a nice peaceful scent piece.
Yeah.
Some nice fighters.
Yeah, we get lots of different Siamese fighters. You know, there's been a whole revolution in betas, call them what you will, betas, beta. But really popular, and now you can get so many varieties, and some people just keep them, and that's great. And we get some quite high-end ones and different coloured ones. Got nice size silver sharks. We find they're hardier at a bigger size.
Yeah.
Rosy barbs in there. There's some Thomasized cichlids, West African dwarfs, cousin of the jewel cichlids. More Odessa barbs. Baby festive cichlids for those who fancy something medium to large for a South American biotope. I've seen them in the wild too, in Brazil. Really cool.
Lovely extensions on them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, look nice with wild angels, kind of quite similar. We've got some Sacromontis cribs. I think they've been renamed. I think they're now.
Oh, they're nice, aren't they?
They're now Pelvicochromis cribensis, the true cribensis, whereas our true crib is
like a hybrid.
Pelvicochromis polka. It's polka.
Culture, yeah.
Yeah, so these are, you can see the green cheek and the red belly. That's formerly known as Sacromontis or giant cribs.
Oh, that one's tickling.
Yeah, nice. Nice
Love
fish.
that one. Let's have a look here.
And then we got a bit of a nano section. So we got peacock gobies, we got killifish, we got endlers, shrimp.
Ooh, some nice quality shrimp you've got here.
Loads of shrimp. Again, we've had some come in from breeders. We're kind of going up in quality on the shrimp, so hopefully there's something for everyone, from cherries and pumpkins right up to kind of high grade red tigers, high grade galaxies, blue bolt, lots of different shrimp. Again, more fighters. We got pencil fish. We've got
really nice fish.
yeah, pygmy rasboras. They're quite stroppy Beckfords, I find. The males, when they flare up and display,
Yeah.
quite, nice in a planted tank, nice in a biotope. But the males, they need a bit of room. Lamb pies, always like lamb pies. They're only just come in.
Nice
Yeah,
fish.
lovely nano fish. Lovely for a kind of irigumi Japanese style planted tank. Nice and subtle, but with that bright eye.
Splash tetra.
Splash tetras, yeah, some juveniles up there. Got some wild cardinals, they're not ready yet. More shrimp.
Plenty more shrimp, yeah.
Yeah. Florida flags, they're underrated, one of my favourites. I've got some at home at the moment. Temperate as well, don't need a heated tank.
Great. Frogs as well, always popular.
Yeah, they are popular, and as you know, they don't need to come out onto a land section, those ones, so yeah, popular
And
fish.
finally, the lovely display.
Yeah, so this is our Hillstream tank. Again, the guys did it before I came, but I really like it, I wouldn't change it. Lots of rocks, gravel, stones, sand, but loads of flow in there as well. There's at least 2 wave pumps in there.
It's like a jet wash, isn't it?
Yeah, nice and shallow, loads of oxygen, which they like. And I was watching the rainbow shiners spawning the other day, and they were actually spawning over the wave pumps, and the wave pumps were sending the eggs around the tank. Unfortunately, the other fish were eating the eggs.
Yeah, it's really great fresh food for the rest, fresh caviar,
exactly,
but
yeah. And there's some of those amica we put in, and they've been nipping their fins, so they've got to come back out. Again, temperate river fish, but not compatible, we found, to our detriment. Loads of Hillstream loaches in there, pandagaras.
Amazing setup though.
You name it, yeah. So that's it for our tour of upstairs anyway.
Yeah. And that was a great little tour, a nice little tour, loads of information too. For anyone that doesn't know yourself anyway, obviously you said that you're new here, you've been here for 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
What's a bit of your background?
I've been in it for a long time. So my name's Jeremy Gay. Some people know me from Practical Fish Keeping magazine. I've been writing for that since 2002, so 23 years, and I also edited that magazine. I've been the editor of Reef Builders, which is a big marine website in the States, and I've worked in loads of shops. I think this is either my 9th or 10th aquatic shop, so
Yeah.
it's just in my blood. You know, as I say to people, it's my natural habitat. I'm surrounded by fish, and there's never enough fish for me. You know, you name it, cold water, tropical, marine, I love it. So why not surround yourself with tanks? So yeah, I'm in it for the long term, and yeah, it's an addiction.
Incredible stuff. Well, thank you very much for taking us around on the tour.
No worries.
And I'm sure everyone will be really excited to check out Finest Aquatics and obviously the freshwater and now saltwater section too. And yeah, if you want to check out Finest, all the links of their socials will be in the description too. And again, thank you
Come
very
and
much
see us. Thanks for coming.
for the tour as well.
Cheers, everyone.
Have a nice day, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you
Thanks.
later. Bye bye.